Following World War II, an Iron Curtain descended over Eastern Europe, and an atheistic communist regime ruled the region. The Berlin Wall was constructed to separate East Germany from the West. Today, as you can see, we are in the library vault, and we have pulled some artifacts related to Billy Graham's efforts during the Cold War. Mr. Graham visited Moscow in 1959, but not as a preacher. He visited as a tourist, but while he was there, he prayed in Lenin Stadium that God would someday open doors for him to be able to come behind the Iron Curtain to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. And in 1977, God answered that prayer. Mr. Graham did a preaching tour in Hungary. In his autobiography, Billy talks about one of his most memorable times during that tour in Hungary. The authorities there hadn't allowed them to advertise this event, and so the news spread only by word of mouth. The officials were only expecting about 2,000 people to attend, but everyone was really surprised when about at least 15,000 people, and some even said 30,000, lined the hillside of the camp where the event was held. From that tour, we have here this wooden plate that was given to Mr. Graham as a gift while he was in Hungary. We also have this booklet that was put together that documents the whole tour, and it's full of photos and stories, the schedule, all kinds of information. Billy Graham also visited Poland many times throughout his ministry. In 1978, he did a preaching tour in 6 of their major cities. While he was there in 1978, he was gifted this wooden sign that says, "Jesus loves you." A few years later, in 1981, this medal was given to him by Bishop Majewski of the Polish Catholic Church in Warsaw, Poland. Billy Graham visited Moscow in 1984 and preached at several churches there. While he was there, he was gifted this hand-painted Easter egg from Metropolitan Filaret. In 1992, Billy Graham's original prayer came full circle when he preached to an overflow crowd in Lenin Stadium. At that event, the staff from Lenin Stadium gifted him with this pennant. In 1987, President Ronald Reagan, who was a good friend of Billy Graham's, challenged Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev to tear down this wall during a speech at the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. The Berlin Wall did come down in 1989 after nearly 30 years of dividing Germany. And we have here a few pieces of the Berlin Wall. God used a humble farm boy from North Carolina to bring a message of peace throughout Eastern Europe. It was through these efforts, among many others, that finally brought the Cold War to an end. For activities related to Billy Graham's efforts during the Cold War, check out our free student lesson plans on billygrahamlibrary.org.